a new way of doing life and business. My name is Eileen Burns. I'm a healer. I'm a spiritual business and spiritual marketing coach, and I help light workers and spiritual businesses really, embrace their purpose, their mission, and do it in a more soul-aligned way. Now, in today's session, I'm going to talk a little bit about the importance of moving with the times, but also about us as light workers and as heart-based business owners paving the way for a new life, or a new way of doing business. Now, if you are spiritually awake at all, you'll understand that we are presently in society in what we call the age of awakening. And the age of awakening awakens us to ourselves, the power and the magic within us all, but also it awakens us to all sorts of other things. It can awaken us to the good, the bad, the ugly of life, the shadow things that are around us in society, within us, and the power, the magic of how we all can create big change. That if we move out of apathy and we move out of the lower sort of dimensions of things, and start moving our vibration, moving our reality, moving how we see things, how we do things, we can create powerful change. Now, if you look over the last few years, even anyone that maybe we might regard on some level as maybe not awake to maybe certain things that does go in society, we've started to see what, like almost the shutters are open, right? People are starting to, there's an unveiling. And there's been a lot of unveiling in different levels of society. And as that happens, and, often when it's like when you find out that someone's maybe not who they were, right? Sometimes they'll do anything to manipulate and try and do things to take back power over us, or try to do something to put the blinkers on us again, almost, right? So they're kind of desperate because things are being failed. And we're seeing a bit of that going on, right? It's like, it's this level of sometimes even abuse of power and control. And we're at a stage in society where there's a lot of things crumbling, foundations are crumbling, and a lot of things where it can leave anyone, even a light worker, thinking, right, how do I move out of this situation? Things are crumbling, and we know things need to crumble. It's like the Tower card, where often for new things in our life, new change, new birth, there has to be a destruction of the old, right? So if you look through society and you through the world, and the human evolution of our life, of how society has went through many shifts and changes, and some of the greatest changes come out of sometimes really extreme dark circumstances, because it created humanity to come together and to create more peaceful solutions. Now, some of that may be paved with other things and other agenda, and maybe some of it to be perceived. But the general person, most people want, they want a good life. They want to be a good person. They want to be part of a better world, right? There is just a small percentage of people that have a darker or more, agenda all about them, or about other things going on. I believe that part of taking new ways of moving forward are closer than we think in some ways. I think there is a lot of things that we as individuals can actually do and be part of that change that maybe you maybe are not aware of. I'm quite of, how could you say, someone who is solution focused, is quite creative and resourceful in my outlook, as well as being someone who understands energy, who understands to a certain element aspects about the quantum field and the importance of being able to take new paradigms, new structures, and new ways of doing, and how when we do that and we start creating it, it has a ripple effect into society. And one of the ways that I'm being guided at the moment to support people and use my skills as a healer and someone who's invested, a lot of time and energy over the last 30 years studying all sorts of healing disciplines and working with lots of amazing, wonderful spiritual teachers and healers around the world, to learning lots of things. And also someone who's helped other business owners for over 20 years, right? Is that I feel called to support people who genuinely want to be part of creating a new earth, but also want to be as strong, centered, as stable as they can moving forward, so that they can help others. Because one of the biggest challenges that we can have is, for example, if we're very heart-based, if we're light workers, and if you're highly empathic or highly sensitive, many of us have the strong wounded healer within us, and within that wounding comes that we can sometimes serve from an empty cup, right? Or we serve, particularly with all the things that's going on at the moment, serve from a place of reactivity, or even the rescue. I have to put my hand up to that one. That's one that I've had to work through a lot in my life. Now, my Creating New Year series is to help you move into a place of empowerment, strength, but also a place of sovereignty. So you recognize your value, your worth, and that you're not here to save everyone. You're not here to help everyone. You're here to do what you're best here to do. And for some of you, is that even though you may have studied lots of healing modalities, I have talked about this a lot, and I've felt it in my bones that many people who are healers and light workers are going to be doing things that they probably didn't think they would do, but are going to be needed in every element of society. Because what they're going to be doing is that their level of awakening, their level of intuition, spiritual awareness, spiritual discernment, they can bring in new energy, new light, and a new perspective to circumstances. They can also, it's like almost holding the space and bringing that energy into even practical things. That might be practical things, helping their neighbours, setting up things like food co-ops, setting up, other things, lots of things. So if you would like to learn more about how you can move forward, and it doesn't have to be just about business, about your own life, create a new life, be part of a bigger picture, and how you can start being more, not just spiritual, but also be practical in moving forward, right? So that you can energetically shift from a spiritual perspective. So it'll be both, but also how you can shift on a practical term and do things that you can do practically to be more prepared on a physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and do things more smarter. This is what Creating the New Earth series support sessions are all about. And I've decided to open, I did do one the other week as an introductory. It was just to give you know, I had a group of people and this is what I'm saying, this is what I'm wanting to do, and how do you feel about it? That was the kind of thing. I will put a link to under that under the video, and that's creating, I think that's called creating a new matrix, but it's, you know, moving out of the matrix. And the new series, I'm going to give access to the first session for free, because each session is not just a support session, it's an educational, informative session, and there'll be lots of things you'll get, free gifts, things that you can help utilize. So it's not just about, you know, support, you know, but creating your, this is actually sessions that are going to be, you're going to have take home things that you can take home from this session to do, to start implementing in your own life, right? In your own business, that can help you look at things from a different perspective. It might be things that can help you know, structure your business differently, work with other people, network, maybe look at different things, maybe even putting your resources together, you know, with different ways to help you move forward. And as things start to shift, right, you know, so that we move with more strength and empowerment, and we are moving from that place, as I said, sovereignty than anything else. And the first session is on Wednesday, the 20th of September, at 12 noon UK time. If you watch this video after that, there will be a recording. I'll probably put a link to be able to access a recording of that too underneath. If you would like to learn more about some of my courses, my memberships, check out again the details below. Okay, thank you for watching. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and if possible, share. Bye bye for now.